Hello, Julie here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, thank you for joining me, and I hope that if you like this video you will click that subscribe button and leave me a like or a comment or all of the above. Okay, so today I am going to use this folio kit from SunflowersAndDors to make a little, well, I'm going to make a pocket and put some ephemera in it. So even though this is a folio kit, I think it's supposed to be a cover, etc., I'm going to use it a bit differently. So I'm going to make an ephemera pocket out of it. So let's trim this down. I have printed this onto some pretty sturdy cardstock. I tried printing another one on this same cardstock and it wouldn't go through my printer. So I reckon this cardstock is over 300 GSM. So I think I might have been a bit lucky to get this first one out of it. So I seems to have printed just a little bit crooked, but I guess that can be expected because it would have probably twisted as it went through. Okay, and I'll use my scissors to finish that off. I use these little spring-handled scissors. The worse my arthritis gets, the more I like these scissors. And they've got a nice pointy nose too, so it makes it nice and easy to get into places. Now the instruction was to print the blank, or you know, the backing page onto the back of this. I haven't done that because I didn't want to run the risk of putting this through my printer twice, and I'm not going to be actually using it as a folio, so I didn't think it was necessary. I thought that I would just use a bit of ink to colour any of the backing that showed out above this. So that's that one cut out. Now what I need to do is find out about where I want to fold that, like that, and get my scoreboard and score that about where I think. So that's about 11, so I'm going to score it at 5.5. I'll just score there. Like so. And then fold that over. That's good. That will give me a nice pocket. I could fold this so that it's further down and have more of this backing showing, but I'm not going to do that. Now I'm going to use my what is it called? Vintage Photo, and my little mat here. I'm going to ink around the edge of this so that it's not stark white. So this is where if you did do the double-sided printing with the backing sheet, which is that pattern, I did put it on the back of these, you wouldn't need to do this, but I thought that because this card's too thick, so thick I mean, and I only really need this top section, I thought I'd just colour it with my ink. Okay, and I'm going to ink that as well because I will ink the whole thing shortly. You can see here where my printer sort of slid on there. Okay, so I mean, it's supposed to be a folio opens out like that, but I'm going to use it as a pocket like that. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue, which I haven't done any crafting for over a week because I've been up visiting my mother. I'll give this a good clean out. My mum lives about 400 k's away from me, so when I go I usually go for a reasonable amount of time. And fold that over like so. Just use my bone folder to get that glue where I want it. Push it down both sides and burnish along that bottom fold. Okay, so that's going to be my little pocket. I'll get rid of this now. I'm not sure that I need it anymore. Now I'm going to make some tags to go into my pocket, and I've cut these out. These are the rest of the folio kit. So I'm going to just cut these journaling cards out. These are not on as thick a paper. These are on probably 120 GSM, so they're not that sturdy. And I have printed onto the back so that, which means I probably am not going to back them with coffee dyed paper, so I'm just going to stay like this. So how is everybody? I hope everybody is well, looking after themselves, keeping all of those bugs at bay. It's summer here in Australia and it's quite a nice day today. We're in the mid-30s, so it's warm but it's not stifling. And here in South Australia we don't have humidity, so it's not sticky or anything like that. Well, you have humidity on the rare occasion and this is not one of them, so it's quite a pleasant day. I could have cut these out beforehand, couldn't I? Saved you sitting there watching me. Well, yeah, I did try to print these actually on that thicker cardstock, and yeah, I had a paper jam. So Mandy's pretty good with her little kits. She writes instructions on them on what you should, how to assemble things. And makes it pretty easy. I thought just for a change I might try something a little bit different. Find these this kit over on her Etsy shop. I'm not going to cut that just yet because I don't think I'm going to put a pocket on it like that, so I might use that for something else. Okay, so that's all of those things cut out. Now, let's have a look what we've got. So, I've got some journaling cards here. I might put that one down there as a little pocket. And I might make that into a tag to go into that. So let's do that. You can see I've still got some white on there, so I'm going to trim that off. which is bound to be not straight. So I'm going to put a little divot in this. Is there a right way or a wrong way? Yes, that's the top. I'm going to put that on there. So let's ink around that. Actually, I should go and stitch around this before I do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare these pieces ready, and then I'll go and stitch around them all. Now I'm turning this one into a tag, so let's cut a little. Got a bit of white on this one as well. I think that's because the paper got twisted in the printer. So cut these corners off. And that will go in there. Oh, that one I was going to use a bit shorter one. I think I might use a bit shorter one. Put that one in there, that's better. So where's my little doodaddy thing? Okay, that can go in there like so. Alright, now we've got, well, that can be a tag that goes in the back now, and we've got these two journaling cards. I'm going to round the corners on those. I can find my corner rounder. That's a tag. I'm not going to round those corners. I'll do these corners. So I'll do the middle size. So we've got a pocket with a tag, and we've got two journaling cards and a tag to go in there. I could make another tag using this, and I think I will. So let's cut that down. How wide do we want it? Let's say 3.5 inches. Will that clear that? No, so we'll have to just move it down a little bit. And how tall do we want it? So that's going to go in there. Don't want it that tall, probably about to there, I reckon. Put that there. So that's 6 3/4, or just under 6 3/4 inches. And I will round the corner. Oh dear, I need to cut that off, don't I? I know I printed one borderless and one not borderless, so this must be the one that's not borderless. Any difference to the scheme of things, is it? Now let's put some corners on this. Let's go for that one. Okay. Right, so we've got a tool tag, a journaling spot, reasonably tall, middle-sized journaling spot, and a tag. We've got 4 things in the pocket, and we've got a pocket on the front with another tag. Okay, so that's what we're going to have. I'm going to take all of these now to my sewing machine and I'm going to stitch around them. Of course, now that I've stuck that down, I'm not going to be able to stitch around here, am I? So I'm just going to stitch around the outside. Oh well, never mind. Okay, oh, and I can't even ink it. I might be able to ink it. That was a boo-boo, wasn't it? Shouldn't have stuck that down so quickly. So if you're going to do one of these, make sure you do your inking and stitching before you stick your folio or your pocket up together. I think that will be alright. I have managed to get ink over the whole white edge, so, and that does help it stand out from the background. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and stitch around everything, and then I will return. Okay, so I've stitched around everything and I've also inked around everything, and now I'm going to start to put things together. I'm going to attach my pocket on the front here. Just glue along 3 sides. Looks like I need to stick the pin into my glue again. I'm going to attach that down in this bottom right hand corner. I'll just burnish that down. Okay, and I have a little tag to go in there. Now I'm going to add eyelets to each of my tags next. So what colour eyelets do I want to put in there? I'll put some smaller ones in those 2 tags. Perhaps gold. Do I want gold? Yeah, I think the gold goes well with the yellow. So I'll do gold in that. And I thought I had all my eyelets in together, but not so. So here's the gold ones for the small ones. Right, so let's have a look at my crocodile. I've got my small needle thing in the right place, so I'll do the small ones first. One. 2. If you didn't want to use eyelets, you could use tabs, you know, like your fishtail, whale tail tabs, or the or even, you know, some seam binding or something like that. Ribbon, lace, all of those nice things. I do like the finished look though of an eyelet. These little ones are very fiddly. And that's that one. And that one. It's not quite in Probably, I think it is now though. Okay, so that's the two smaller ones. Now we'll have to turn this around. This one has a ring on the back, I think. I think you can use them without the ring, but the ring's there, so I might as well put it on. Okay, put a hole. Put the eyelet. And put this on the back. And then put that in there. Squeeze it down. And there we have that one. So now I've got some string. I was going to put through these. I'm not real sure if I will fit through that one. Might need to get some finer twine for these smaller ones. I think I will. I can put this one through this one, so I'm just going to cut that off. And put that through. Actually, I'm going to tie that. I'm only putting one piece through and then I'm going to tie. Tie a double knot. Like so. Trim them off a bit. So that's that one. Now I need to get some twine for this. So I'll have to go and remember where I put it and get that. I'll be back. There we go. This is from Uniquely Creative. It's called Natural Twine. It's pretty fine, so I shouldn't have any trouble putting that through. So let's just trim that off. Move that through there. Actually, I'm not that keen. It doesn't seem to be pushed down enough. Better. Okay, so that one can go in there like so. Now with these, I'm debating whether I would actually embellish these. Probably will, just a bit, but not too much, because I don't want them to be too bulky, because I want them to fit in there okay. So I've got some cheesecloth here that's coffee dyed, so I might put some of that on them. I'll probably use some bigger scissors to do this. Okay, so there we've got that. Now I've got some bits and pieces here. I've got some film strip. This is a lot whiter, so I'm going to over this with my I'm just trying to tone this down a bit so it blends in better with this darker background. Something like that, and something like that. I've got some floral creative cuts here, so perhaps I could use something from there. I don't think I really want pink. To use a yellow, sort of tones in with the sunflower. I don't think I've got any sunflowers, unfortunately. Otherwise I could have used those. That would look really nice. I think that would be too overpowering, but yes. Hide the... Oh, I like that. I do like that. I'm just going to take the white off of that. So I'm going to put that on there. I really like that. So let's ink around this. So some blue behind where the cheesecloth's going to go. I don't know whether you could even see what I was doing there. So that can go there, and then I'm going to stick this film tape or video negative tape, negative like so. Then I'm going to attach my little numbers label so that it comes outside of the cheesecloth area, and try and fray a bit of that cheesecloth out. And then I'm going to attach this on there. So that's our largest journaling card. Our next size journaling card, perhaps I'll fray this out a bit before I stick it down. I have seen people save those strings that they pull out of here, but I haven't so far. Let's attach that, and that can dry while I'm looking for what I want to add to it. Where's my little pokey tool? I'll just push that down into the blue. Now, what am I going to put on this one? What else have I got here? I think I cut that off of something here, didn't I? So I could put that on there. And I've got this stamp from another kit by Mandy called Simple Daisies. And I think I might put that on there like so. strings off. I think that might be a bit too big, so I'm going to just cut a little bit off of that. Look around the edge. As I said, I just want a little something on there, nothing too bulky. That cheesecloth is about as bulky as I want to go. I have got some real pretty little doilies, but they're a bit too bulky for what I was thinking. Well, this is not a sunflower. It is a flower with some yellow on it, so I'll go with that. That's those two to go in the pocket. Now these two. The combination of a fabric or texture, some sort of texture, can be a fabric, can be lace, can be a doily, can be texture paste even, you know. There's lots of different ways of getting texture onto things. And then a label and a focal point. Seems to work for me. I quite like that combination. So let's have a look what else we've got here. We've got a little label here. Could do a butterfly on this one, couldn't I? Or I have got, no, I've got some wax seals. I might use that on the outside here. I've got some floral stickers. And I've got some fussy cut flowers. Let's have a look what we've got in the way of floral stickers. Now these are clear. Use that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Put them up a little bit higher like that. Or down a little bit. Put that one over that. Or do I just want the one? Just cut that off and put that on there. That might be a good idea. Try that, shall we? So let's ink around this. There we go. Okay, that's that one. And now this one here. Something tall for this one. Now, what am I going to put on that? I've got some chipboard flowers here. Right, what are we going to put on here? I do not know, to be honest. I have got these daisies. They're probably a bit white. I could go with the yellow roses. That might be right on there. Because there's no actual flowers on this one. So that might be nice, actually. I think I will go for that. And I might put a butterfly on here as well, even though, have a look, yellow, yes, that. So I'm going to put that on there. Okay, so that has that one decorated. Now I'm going to have a look at what I want to do on here. I think there's plenty of action over here. I don't think I need anything else there, but I'm thinking I might put something over here, something a little bit, something just a little bit small, because there's, you know, there's heaps going on here. And I was thinking that I might put some cheesecloth and a wax seal. Okay, so I'm going to fray this out a little like I have on the others. Long ways? Yes, long ways I think. Bit of glue to hold that down, like so. And then wax seal. Now perhaps a label or something on there as well. Where's my scissors? So I'm going to use another one of these tickets that I used on one of those other pieces, the tag. Ink around it. Go that way. And a wax seal. Now I've got a gold wax seal, so I might use that on there because that blends in with those colourings. This one's got some dried flowers in it, and they look good with that, so I think I'll go with that one. So that's what I'm going to do. That down there. And get it a little bit straight. And then some glue on the back of this. Like so. And there we have our embellishment pocket. So you could attach this inside of a journal like that way and have all of these poking out there, or you could attach it to your journal on three sides and have another pocket behind it as well. Depending on the width of your journal, you could fit it in that way. Or you could just use it as like a happy mail and send it off to somebody with all these bits and pieces in it for them to use. A nice little stuffed pocket, like so. So there we go, that's my project for today. A nice little embellishment pocket. There's plenty of journaling space on there. You can attach it to your page any way you like, or you could just use it as it is. You could, depending on the size of your journal, you know, you can put it in a pocket or whatever. So yeah, lots of uses for this one. It will be in my Etsy shop, so if you're interested in having this particular one, pop over there and check it out. But you could easily make your own. I will also put a link to Mandy's kit that I used in the description box, so yeah, pop over and check that out as well. She's got a whole kit with these Sunflowers and Labradors. Sunflowers and Labradors, I think it's called. So have a look at it. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my video. If you have, I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up. And I hope you can join me when I post my next video. Okay, bye.